A few years ago, I was on my way to this party at a guy's place. At that time, I didn't even like parties, but I was new in town, so I felt like I had to make some new connections. And on my way up the stairs, I could already hear the music from the party. I opened the apartment door, and there was this really loud music playing, and I saw loads of faces I've never seen before. And it felt like everyone was looking at me. And at that point I got so nervous that I didn't know what to say to anyone. And I actually left the party quite shortly thereafter. But on my way home, it was getting dark, and cold, but there I suddenly realized something that really came to make a difference in my life from that point on. And later, when I delved into behavioral science, I found that researchers had proved in their studies the very epiphany that I had that night. Okay, so here's what I realized. On my way to the party, my mind was focused on the world around me. Oh, that's a cool cafe, I should go there someday, or that's a nice car, I wonder how soon all cars will be electric. How it is when you let your mind wander off. But then something happened in my brain on my way up those stairs. When the music in the stairs made me emotionally aware that I was about to join a party, my brain suddenly started to focus on me instead of the world around me. I wondered what people would think about me, what I was supposed to say, and so on. So I became self-conscious. And this is exactly what the researchers found. One of the most efficient ways to become relaxed in social situations and to come up with things to say is to shift your inner conversation from you to the people around you. And the best way to achieve this is by teaching your inner voice to ask the right kinds of questions. And that probably sounds really weird, so here's an example. The next time you notice that your mind starts asking questions about you, immediately start trying to come up with questions about the people around you instead. So as soon as you notice yourself thinking, what will they think of me? Or basically any other question that contains the word me, stop that process by asking yourself questions about the people around you. How do these two people know each other? How has their day been? What is he working with? Where does that person live? Where is he from? Is she enjoying the night? Your mind has a strong will. It doesn't always do like you want it to do. And therefore you have to practice asking yourself questions about others before you can take control of your inner voice. And here's an exercise you can use to practice shifting your conversation even without being in social situations. So the next time you are out walking and people are passing you by on the street, ask yourself questions about everyone you meet. Like, I wonder what he's working with, or where is she going? I wonder if that guy got kids. You should see it as an exercise in cultivating an interest in others. You will notice how much there actually is to ask people. You will also notice how the street exercise will take you from not wondering anything at all about the people you meet to having loads of questions popping up almost instantly by themselves. After practicing just a few times, you've now shifted your attention from you to the world around you. And this is one of the most powerful ways to become relaxed in conversations and come up with things to say. When you're about to initiate a conversation with someone, you can just let your inner voice out. And the best way to avoid awkward silence is to ask questions about the other person. And with this method, you will always have questions in stock in your mind that you can just fire off as soon as the conversation goes silent. After some practice, coming up with things to say even goes on autopilot, so it just flows out of you. Like, how are you doing? Where are you from? Oh, nice, did you like it there? What brings you here? However, what you will notice is that it's easier to come up with questions to people who pass you by on the street compared to those you meet in actual social situations. As soon as you are in a social situation, it's harder to control your inner voice compared to when you just did the exercise. So in the next video, I will talk about how to deal with that.